Hey guys, Braz's Reptiles. Sorry I haven't made a video in quite a while. I really haven't had one to make anything over. But today I do. And this video is going to be over the snake ban. A lot of y'all probably don't know about it. A lot of you do. I'm sure this affects a lot of y'all watching. But what the snake ban is it was put into play by Democratic Senator of Florida, Bill Nelson. What it does is it makes it illegal to buy, sell, or trade Burmese pythons, yellow anacondas, and southern and eastern, two species of rock pythons anyway, but and anything in between. Like, you can't, same applies for a bat eater or anything like that, which is a retic in Burmese. But this makes it illegal to where if I live in Texas, I cannot, say I have a Burmese python, I cannot go to Oklahoma and sell this to some other person. I cannot cross state lines. That's a violation of the Lacey Act, and they have the right to basically do anything they want to. They can search your car, your vehicle, your house, anything, and you'll get a hefty fine. Don't worry. But this is just the beginning. I know to a lot of people this is a huge deal. I'm sure a lot of y'all watching, y'all's life depends on Burmese pythons because maybe that's all you breed. I know it does affect a lot of us. Me, it personally doesn't yet. I don't have any snakes as of right now. But it will get to me. Don't worry. That's what we have to stop and say no. We'll not stand for this injustice to our liberties. I mean, because that's exactly what it is. We have the freedom to house what we want to house. As herpers and exotic keepers, whatever you want to call us. And the government is trying to step on our feet and say, no, we're going to have a say in everything, which is what the government thinks they have to do in every situation. And it's just absurd. But, anyway, they're going to move on. They are not going to stop at these small four constrictors. These are the smaller chunk of them because, you know, they're not all that common. Ball pythons, yes, a ton of people have those. Boas, yes, a ton of people have them. Retics, quite a few. Trees, quite a few. I mean, they're not going to stop. They're going to keep moving and keep moving until they wipe everything out. And they're basing this on the fact, which the python ban, S373, which has been shut down. But this is just the exact same thing. They're just in different words. But, it's just absurd. But they're going to move on. They will not stop. They're going to take out these four, then they're going to take out the rest of the constrictors, and they're going to take out monitors, they're going to take out the geckos, they're going to take out the exotic fish, mammals, anything. A license won't do you any good here pretty soon because they're going to be illegal. But that's what we have to stop. We have to come together as herpers and exotic keepers and say we won't stand for this because we shouldn't. We shouldn't have to. Okay, and people in Florida, I'm sorry for this, but I can see why this Lacey Act would be instituted in Florida. Or initiated, I guess, rather. But I can see why, you know, you would take out the Burmese and the rocks. They are a big issue in Florida. But, I mean, seriously, I pulled up the weather for Oregon right now. Right now in Oregon, it is 39 degrees. Seriously? Like, you think a Burmese is going to travel from Florida, is going to make it in Florida, which obviously they can. You think they're going to make it in 39-degree weather? You're crazy. These guys are cold-blooded. They're not going to survive a day, an hour. And I was watching a video of nerds, and apparently, I haven't seen this, but apparently there's a new document out, study, where they're saying that ball pythons can burrow to get away from the elements and temperatures. Just absurdity. Sure, they can burrow, but they're not going to get away from this 30-degree weather, which happens in a lot of states at a lot of times. I mean, you'd have to go 10 feet under, which is just absurd. And it's just aggravating, to say the least, because I work to pay for these monitor beauty. I have to pay for their food. I have to do all this stuff, and I've never let a pet go. Just free, go, bye. Well, I take that back. I had a corn snake. One time I let it go. But those are native, okay? But, I have never let anything exotic unnative release it. Because that's irresponsible, and that's what we need to show them we are not. We are not irresponsible little pet keepers that just let everything go when it gets too big or not fun, or we have to show them that that's not what we are. You need to send your letters, send them to Bill Nelson, send them to your senator, send them to the White House, or wherever. White House might not be a good idea. Who cares? Send it. Get the word out. Favorite this video. Share it on Facebook, please. Get the word out that we will not stand for this injustice, because that's exactly what it is. And like I said, if you don't believe me that it's not going to stop here, then you're doing the herper world a very, very big injustice. Because, I mean, you're just hurting us because you're not doing anything. Not doing anything and watching will get us hurt. And that will get us overpowered by the government, and that will get these guys and your little leopard gecko, your bearded dragon, your goldfish, it will get them gone, because they're going to be endangered. They can be hazardous to the environment if released, or whatever they want to theorize. They're going to come up with something, and they'll make everybody believe it to get their vote. And the politics in this are just absurd. That's the only reason that this Bill Nelson is doing this is for a vote. Sure, he's a senator of Florida. Putting it into action in his state, that's probably a good idea. I can see that. But seriously, spreading it to the whole United States, that's just ridiculous. Why? It's for a vote. That way, when he gets up on that podium, he can say, I not only put it in Florida, I did it in the whole other 49 states. Well, I don't know about Hawaii and Alaska, I'm sure it's not, but other 47 states. I mean, seriously? What good does that do? Nothing. It does absolutely nothing. And, so we can get riled up all we want, we can cuss, we can whatever we want, but that does nothing. We have to take action, we have to send letters, we have to make phone calls, we have to share the word at what's happening, what this injustice that's trying to be taken place on us, and it's just, it is very frustrating, especially as a herper, because I'm sure I do, this first 4 species did not affect me at all. It affected a lot of people I know, being a herper. I know a lot of reptile keepers, and this has made a big difference to some already. But, I mean, not me, but still, it will get to me. I don't have snakes. I have, but I don't. I have a green tree monitor and a bearded dragon. They will eventually get to them. I'm sure the monitor first, but it will get to them. And it's just, it's a sad fact, but the government will. So we, as a community, must stand together and say, no, we won't stand for this. So, anyway, favorite this. Share it on your Facebook. I don't care. I'm not gonna. I would love for you to. There's gonna be a link somewhere here to one of Nerd's videos. And that's another really good video about this and what you need to do. And but what we have done is not working, obviously. And I know Nerd talks about this, but I know some people are thinking that this is, you know, hoo-hoo, we won. They didn't get my ball python. No, we did not win. We lost. They took our pets that we have kept for years. That is not a win. That is a loss. They will get to your cute little leopard gecko, ball python. They will get to it. Don't worry. Unless we stand together and say, no, you can't. We need to shut them down. We have to shut them down. So, yeah, that's just, I got pretty fired up about this. But again, getting mad at the government, yelling, whatever, that does nothing. You sending letters, getting people together to, I wouldn't say protest, but getting people together to know what's happening, getting the word out, that does stuff. That makes these people realize, wow, I'm not getting a vote from all these people. Yeah, you're not getting a vote from any of us. So, send your letters. Tell them your story, how this is affecting you. Be sincere about it. Do not send a letter to him cussing him out. That does nothing. But send him a letter saying how this affects you as a person because you have these pets and maybe you breed them or you're just a hobbyist. But especially if you breed them, this is huge. This is your lifestyle. This is your occupation. I mean, who are they to say you can't do this job because we find it if you are irresponsible, these guys can hurt the ecosystem. Well, first of all, give any theory that we're not, they don't have any theory that we're not responsible. And also, these guys are not going to make it past the tip of Florida. This infuriates me. They have not, for the past 20 years, What makes you think they're all of a sudden? Global warming? Yeah, that's a hoax. It's just ridiculous. And so, I know I'm ranting and I'm repeating stuff, but that's because it's really bothered me. But, so yeah, watch the video. It's going to be somewhere here. I don't know where. But, there'll be a link. It's Nerd. They're, have a really good video out on it. But send letters, Facebook it, YouTube, make a video. Anything. But we have to let them realize that we won't stand for it. So, anyway, yeah. The temperature in Oregon. It's Portland, Oregon. It's 39. Seriously, Bill Nelson. But, yeah, that's how corrupted the government is. But, anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, favorite, anything, this video. Please, get it out. But, and definitely go watch this nerd video. But, yeah, so that's where we're at on this, and let's all come together and shut it down. But, anyway, don't forget to subscribe. See you guys.